Cup for the first time, now going back to Anfield. Liverpool range the trophy yet again.
Magnificent goal! Michael Owen has surely won the cup. The most successful club in League Cup history.
And the Football League Cup of 1970 goes to Manchester City. Mike Doyle receiving the cup.
It's Manchester City's Capital One Cup.
And in the build-up to this year's League Cup final here at Wembley, most agree this was simply too close to call. Would Liverpool win a record 9th League Cup trophy, or would Manchester City win it for the second time in just 3 seasons? Your commentators here, Alan Smith and Rob Hawthorne.
Well, the goalkeeping position could be significant, and unlike Manchester City, Liverpool have thrown their weight behind their first-choice goalkeeper in the competition. From the semi-final onwards, Simon Mignolet has been their choice. It's the same team that, albeit nervously, secured their place in the last 16 of the Europa League, so having missed out on this final through injury 4 years ago, Lucas gets to make his Wembley bow. Jordan Henderson is the only member of the matchday squad who played when Liverpool last won this trophy. Ahead of him, the Brazilian duo who formed such a good understanding on and off the pitch, line up with James Milner, one of 2 former Manchester City players. The other is Daniel Sturridge, who after all his injury woes could have a significant say. Even Willy Caballero's shaky display in the FA Cup against Chelsea hasn't deflected Manuel Pellegrini from his chosen course of sticking with him for the entire cup run. The outfield 10 are the same on duty for the midweek trip to Kiev, with Vincent Kompany, one of 5 present who won this trophy 2 years ago. But Fernando has joined since that victory over Sunderland, as has Raheem Sterling, who left Liverpool with the aim of winning major trophies and now faces them in his first final. For all his achievements in the game, Sergio Aguero has still to score his first goal in a major cup final. Adam Bogdan, whose penalty save got Liverpool through the 3rd round, returns as backup goalkeeper on a Liverpool bench that also includes Flanagan and Allen underneath the arch at Wembley. Jesus Navas came on and scored in City's final. He's part of a City backup mainly reliant on experience, though 19-year-old Kelechi Iheanacho is available.
Look at this Wembley Stadium, 90,000 packed arena, decked out in noise and colour. It's a huge occasion for any one of these players out here. They'll be desperate to do well and win the match.
Of all clubs, Liverpool have the richest history in this competition. It's their 12th final as they get the 2016 League Cup final underway, and they're looking for their 9th win in it. Manchester City 3 times winners. Fernando has joined since their last one 2 years ago against Sunderland. There's Roberto Firmino, and now Nathaniel Klein looking for Daniel Sturridge. Liverpool starting with 8 of the men who played in their 4-1 league success against City earlier in the season. Daniel Sturridge wasn't one of those, but has delivered the ball out to Moreno, and already the handling of Willy Caballero tested in the opening minute.
Well, he'll be pleased with that start. Safe hands from him, but already Firmino, Sturridge involved for Liverpool. And Moreno, no shot that he's on the overlap. One of the most adventurous full-backs around.
Clash of heads here of 2 Liverpool players, Saka and Chan.
Nasty one now. Sacco can see Emre Can in front of him, of course he can, but whether he thinks Chan's not going to get a good header on it or not, and he wants to take over. Can was always struggling, always stretching.
Never want to take any kind of chances with concussion for Jurgen Klopp, but it's 2 of his own players involved in the incident, and added worry.
It's always worse when you don't know the contact's coming, which was the case with Emre Can. You can't brace yourself for it. Can won't be thanking his teammate for that.
both back on their feet. But Saka does still look a little bit shaky. And central defence was already an area of concern for Jurgen Klopp, minus the two men who patrolled it when they beat Manchester City in November. Lovren and Skirblad injured, but they do have Kolo Touré in reserve. Saka is back on as they look to see how he settles down. Mendy with a header. Sterling. Still seem a little bit of concern about Mamadou Sakho. I've been looking for guidance from the player himself as to whether he feels able to continue. Work here from Coutinho trying to find a way through. Sturridge, now Chan. Klein slips it through, Milner's offside.
Well, they do as a rule hold their line well, Manchester City, when it seemed that they did it there on the edge of the box. That's where they take the mark. He's just leaning into an offside position, James Milner.
Here's Sergio Aguero and Mamadou Sakho slipped. And you don't want to be giving Aguero chances like that. Liverpool get away with it.
Well, Sakho's got to come off because I think that blow to the head did play a part there. What a chance though for Sergio Aguero. Having fashioned the space, it was all about tucking one in. Gets the benefit. Level with Lucas, the linesman says. You might get a little touch on that, Mignolet. Yeah, it's a good save. Doesn't get it in the corner as he would have wanted, Aguero.
A really good moment for Simon Mignolet, who's had his critics this season. Well, no player is willingly going to come off in a cup final, and Mamadou Sakho is not happy. But there are occasions when, in a player's best interest, the decision has to be taken out of his hands, and that's what the Liverpool backroom staff have decided, and Kolo Touré is coming on.
Yeah, I think it's the sensible decision. Cannot afford to take chances with head injuries, with concussion. He's not having it, though.
Well, the manager has to show him who's the boss here, in his own interests as well as the team's. And as unhappy as Sakho may be, this is the reason why this has happened.
Well, it's a heck of a blow for both players.
So Kolo Touré, who would have been disappointed to lose out to Lucas in the first place, now comes on to accompany the Brazilian at the back. A graphic reaction of the anger felt by Mamadou Sakho, who hides himself away. But it's a decision that's been taken by the medics with his own best interests at heart.
Well, maybe the instance where Aguero's cut inside and that played a big part in Jurgen Klopp's decision when he lost his balance, but it seemed that he wasn't really all there, as it were. A little challenge at the back now with Lucas moving to the left.
Sterling has slipped through David Silva. Clichy. Aguero. Touré gets it through first time, but Klein was blocking off Sergio Aguero. Mamadou Bukayo Saka's now left the bench and headed down the tunnel. Here's Philippe Coutinho, Emre Can, Firmino with a touch and gets another bite.
Well, when he's got on the ball in this first half, Liverpool have looked dangerous. It's a nice effort of playing one round the corner to Coutinho. The ball pops back to him, and why not have a swing at it?
Milner. Here's Daniel Sturridge. Firmino. Now Coutinho with Moreno up to his left, but he looks the other way to Firmino. Klein. Milner. Otamendi. And there's the half-time whistle, so no breakthrough in the first 45 minutes at Wembley. Sergio Aguero coming the closest to providing one with an effort tipped onto the post by Simon Mignolet just before Liverpool were forced into the change of taking Mamadou Sakho off after an earlier clash of heads with Emre Can, which did disrupt their rhythm to a degree at that point. But at half-time at Wembley, Liverpool 0, Manchester City 0.
Currys, we invited some die-hard online shoppers to remember the benefits of buying their tech IRL.
The Shark Flex style rotates between a versatile multi-styler and hairdryer.
For some, it can be a little overwhelming. They miss all the scrolling and all zooming and clicking. There's no need to swipe. But once they experience seeing, feeling and trying the tech, it makes such a difference.
Can I get next day delivery?
You could just take it now.
Thank you.
Currys, beyond expectations.
Time to get your savings sorted. With a Moneybox Cash ISA, you can earn a great interest rate on up to £20,000 a year, tax-free, and track your progress anytime, anywhere. So join over 1 million customers and finally tick savings off your to-do list. But we'll have to leave the DIY to you. Moneybox. Turn your money into something greater.
Come on, Monty. You're not on holiday yet.
1 second, Paul. I've just sorted my travel insurance with StaySure. They're the UK's most trusted travel insurance specialists.
But can they improve your swing?
Well, Woozy, they've got over 300,000 five-star reviews on Trustpilot. So you never know.
Gonna take a lot more than that, Monty.
StaySure have covered over 12 million people, including those with pre-existing medical conditions. With cover from just £15, you can travel like a legend with StaySure. Put the shore in your travel insurance. Call or go online.
Not sure where to start with ED treatment? HIMS makes it simple, with 100% online process and no in-person visit needed. First, complete a simple virtual consultation. Then, we match you with a licensed provider who can determine if treatment is right for you. If approved, your order ships discreetly to your door for free. With treatments like Viagra Connect, Cialis Together, and personalised recommendations, the search for ED treatment starts here. Get started today at 4hims.co.uk.
Dealing with my lot means making smart choices. And with our family growing, I want to protect the life we've built. That's why I'm calling Smart Insurance.
Hi, I'd like a quick quote, please.
OK, you can choose a benefit amount up to £750,000 depending on your age.
Brilliant.
If you're a UK resident aged 18 to 64, you can apply with just a few health and lifestyle questions. For £250,000 of cover, the price starts at just £14.77 a month.
That's less than I thought. And could help my husband pay off the mortgage.
With our Smart Family Guarantee and 99% of claims having been paid, you'll have peace of mind.
I'll go ahead.
You'll also receive a 100% advance in the event of terminal illness and 10% cashback on your first year's premiums. That's the Smart Cashback. Plus, you get your choice of a £125 gift card.
Protect the life you've built the smart way. To get a free quote today, call our specialist UK team on 0800 977 5753 or visit smartinsurance.co.uk.
My car's just broken down. I'm gonna need to borrow my dad's.
And cover it for an hour. How are we gonna get all this in?
Auntie Rachel's car?
Temp cover it for a week.
For temporary car insurance fast, you could get a quote in under 2 minutes. Go on, get
Temporary cover at tempcover.com.
No limits, we'll reach for the sky. No valley too deep, no mountain too high.
Elevate your urban drive. New Nissan Qashqai with e-Power. Defy ordinary.
London is ours.
Will London be blue or white this weekend?
This is our stage.
Chelsea Spurs live on Sky Sports.
Make no mistake, this is a hunt. A relentless pursuit. Because the procession of one man
Verstappen is going to do it again.
became the obsession of another.
Lando Norris leading the charge.
In Texas, the chase is on. Give everything. Regret nothing. The Pirelli United States Grand Prix. Live on Sky Sports.
Already been 282 goals scored in the 92 matches in this season's competition, but the final of the Capital One Cup is still seeking its first as Manchester City get us underway in front of a worldwide audience. This match being shown in 192 territories. City have come closest to open the scoring. Here's Sergio Aguero. And now Fernandinho delivers and gets it under the goalkeeper. And Manchester City strike first in the final. Mignolet will be disappointed that that one got under his body. And Liverpool facing an uphill battle now.
Well, it is a mistake, there's no doubt about that. Where Aguero tried his luck from an angle. This time Fernandinho thinks, well, I'm just going to put my foot through it. Why not try my luck? Just hit this as hard as I can. Aguero does well. I'm sure he gets a shout from his teammate here. Wait. Plays it at just the right time, but that is a bit of a howler, isn't it, from Simon Mignolet? He won't need telling that. It's a gift for City. But one they'll accept early on in this second half with both hands.
Well, how ironic is that? All the talk was about his choice of goalkeeper. Looking to his backup, whereas Liverpool stuck with their first choice. And after his decent stop from Aguero in the first half, here's Coutinho. Klein. Sacco, who disappeared after his anger had been taken off in the first half, has reappeared on the bench for the second half.
It's not particularly pleasant viewing for him or anybody on that Liverpool bench at the moment. I need a response.
Substitutes up their sleeve and be able to help bring about that kind of response from the likes of Origi and Benteke. But for now, it's Milner! And it was decent defending from Otamendi to get across.
I don't know if Otamendi got anything on this. It didn't appear that he had, and he's missed it by some distance, James Milner. He really has. Whether he's lost his bearings a little bit. He's got to be doing better. He's sliced it horribly.
Here's Coutinho. Away by Company. Sterling, now Chan. Clichy. Torre. And Silva in space. Rolls it across. Oh, what a miss. And that was an opportunity to really rub salt into Liverpool wounds for Raheem Sterling.
Well, just when you need a little bit of composure, he's played well out here today, Sterling, but Comes off the toe, I think, as much as anything else. The weight's taken off by the interception, but that's it's a howler of a miss, isn't it? Never really gets his body set.
Lucas climbing but unable to reach it, and Aguero's forward, and he's made the run from inside his own half, so he's onside. It's Sergio Aguero, and he's gone down from Moreno's challenge and gets nothing for it.
Well, the referee, has had to make up a lot of ground in order to keep pace with this counter-attack. One of those where Aguero's right boot moves onto the outstretched leg of Moreno. I mean, you've seen him given so many times. You really have, a bit like Jamie Vardy up against Monreal a couple of weeks back at Arsenal.
Well, Pellegrini didn't need convincing, nor did Company, nor did Yaya Toure. The referee, for all the ground he had to make up, seemed to have an unimpeded view of it as Moreno hung his leg there.
When you hold your leg out like that, you dangle it. You're always giving the referee an opportunity.
Liverpool survive. Here's Klein. Firmino. Sturridge. And away by Company. Klein.
Just got to guard against that there, Liverpool, haven't they? Getting caught on the counter. And this was the goal. When Aguero slips him in, probably everyone thinks that Fernandinho is going to try and cut one across, but you see there, he didn't have a lot to aim at, so he thinks he'll just try his luck and try and get one on target. Seen better celebrations, but it was a good goal, an important goal for City.
Silva. Aguero. Away from Milner. Away from Lucas. Sterling waiting on it. Raheem Sterling misses the target again.
He misses his kick to a certain extent. Doesn't catch it cleanly. Again, Aguero. Superb. Lifts his head. Just says, go on, put your foot through it. Just needs a clean contact on it. It's nothing like.
Milner. Sturridge. Coutinho, Origi, held back by Henderson. Klein coming in on it. Will it break for Sturridge? Great ball across. Lallana comes in. It's the post. Coutinho's there, and it's salvation for Liverpool. Philip Coutinho, familiar adversary for Manchester City, strikes against them again.
Well, just when you thought the chance had gone, when it's rebounded off the post, it falls at the feet of the right man. Let's face it. Somebody whose technique very rarely lets him down, and it certainly didn't here. They've pushed and probed Liverpool without really testing City's goal. They do here, and they're breaking the ball to Sturridge, puts it into an area, but where Sterling a few moments ago couldn't get a clean contact up the other end, Coutinho certainly can. There you go. Just as this match seemed to be ebbing away from Liverpool.
Well, he's hoping there's better to come. It's a restrained celebration for now from Jurgen Klopp. Philip Coutinho got the inevitable booking for taking his shirt off. Sturridge, who had his part to play in the goal, losing out there. A challenge that will draw an automatic card for Emre Can.
One more yellow cards coming now as these kind of challenges inevitably come in. Well, you've got to give Liverpool great credit. They kept knocking on the door, and the City door was firmly shut.
City haven't won everything they have in recent times without a bit of character in their team, and now they're looking to head back again. Yaya Toure with the kick into a decent area. Came off the side of Fernando's head, and Simon Mignolet, who must be as relieved as anybody, got a hand to that. Yaya Toure. It's Sterling's cross. It's Fernando! Stopped by Mignolet, who atones for the earlier error with a vital save at point-blank range.
Well, Fernando seemed to have done everything right here, not known for his goal scoring, but trams it back into his body, just hits it straight at Mignolet, but give the keeper some credit.
Here's Yaya Toure, and he's tried to play David Silva in, and Silva gets a deflection for the corner.
Well, just when you put your money on him taking that in his stride off his chest, it wasn't an easy one, it skipped up off the turf, he couldn't quite manage it. It wasn't a handball really that allowed him to control it.
City grab this late chance. Sterling with the corner, and they're all flying in on it, and Mignolet again makes a crucial save at the feet of Yaya Toure.
Well, he had the header headed, he missed the header, Yaya Toure. He might have had the follow-up. Oh, just behind him perhaps. Again, it's heroic stuff from Simon Mignolet.
Service corner, Toure and Otamendi both climbing for the same ball, and it comes to nothing. Final minute of the 90 with extra time looming. There's Kolo Toure, now Henderson. Origi. Here's Philippe Coutinho. Right across towards Sturridge, and that's a crucial touch away from Bakary Sagna.
Oh, what a clever effort of the ball from Coutinho. He's stretching every sinew here, Sagna.
Well, the flag went up for offside anyway, and as it turns out, the full-time whistle goes for the 90 minutes, but 30 extra to go after Coutinho's equaliser, cancelling out the earlier effort from Fernandinho. Mignolet, whose error caused that goal, making some decent saves in between. Extra time to come next.
This is you on your first day as a teacher.
Anybody?
This is a class you'll inspire.
Alien?
No.
Life.
Really inspire. This is a lesson you'll learn from her, him, and then here's the day you're put to the test.
Come on!
And this is the day we bring it home!
These are all the lives you'll shape. This is the one you'll shape the most. Search Get Into Teaching.
For an efficient heating system, take your thermostat X, multiply with your energy use E, then factor in complexity C, and now... or just go with a heating expert. Smart heating is easy with Vaillant. Vaillant, the sign for the right heating decision.
Not sure where to start with ED treatment? HIMS makes it simple, with 100% online process and no in-person visit needed. First, complete a simple virtual consultation. Then, we match you with a licensed provider who can determine if treatment is right for you. If approved, your order ships discreetly to your door for free. With treatments like Viagra Connect, Cialis Together, and personalised recommendations, the search for ED treatment starts here. Get started today at 4hims.co.uk.
I'm starting to notice a trend in your stories and the way you talk about yourself. You expect to disappoint people, and then when you do a good job, like at work today, you don't let yourself enjoy it or accept any praise. You've come so far. Maybe it's time to start giving yourself some of the credit.
Put up your blinds the easy way with Blinds to Go. Because with no need for a drill, you can install in minutes. And with our sure size measuring guarantee, you'll have complete peace of mind. The only way is up with Blinds to Go.
Clogged ears, wax on your buds. Maybe it's time you clean out your ears. But don't push, whoosh with the Whoosh Powered Ear Cleaner by Black Wolf. Instead of pushing the wax with a cotton bud, Whoosh safely and effectively removes wax with a gentle massaging triple spray of water that's directed not down the middle but at the sides of the ear canal. Whoosh's foldable nozzle connects to a soft silicone irrigation tip that fits comfortably in your ear. With the press of a button, Whoosh generates a massaging triple spray of water that gently removes wax buildup and rinses it away. For amazing ear hygiene, you'll love the way it works and you'll love how it feels. In this very special offer, you can get your Whoosh Powered Ear Cleaner for only $79.99, and that includes P&P. And you'll get 6 reusable special irrigation tips so the whole family can enjoy the feeling and the benefits of Whoosh. So go to buywhoosh.co.uk and get your very own Whoosh by Black Wolf for safer, comfortable earwax removal. Order yours right now.
Another ad for Valent Smart Heat Pumps and Boilers. Nah, everyone knows they're heating experts. I'll do a carrot ad instead. Eat more carrots. They're delicious. Valent, the sign for the right heating decision.
In the 1930s, the Caudron Renault Rafale made us discover a new path. Today, it guides us once again in a new direction.
Il fait toujours beau au-dessus des nuages, mais moi si j'étais un oiseau, j'irais danser.
With 4-wheel drive and 300 horsepower. Renault Rafale, now with 0% APR.
Symphonie des éclairs.
Come take a look ahead as we capture all the action-packed Premier League moments.
We're ready. Let's go. What football is all about.
See the Premier League unfold this autumn, live on Sky Sports.
Done rehearsal! Everyone on their A game.
Cut.
While Liverpool have used all of their substitutes, Manchester City are, for the first time, looking to their bench, and it is 2 changes. So Jesus Navas, who came on to score in the final 2 years ago, comes on in place of Fernando, who had his chance in the 90 minutes, and Sanya, we saw go off, and Pablo Zabaleta is on to take his place, another player who played in the win of 2014. What do you make of those changes, Alan?
Well, the Navas one clearly is a positive switch, gives them that width and pace on the right-hand side. Fernandinho just slotting in to that central position now. Zabaleta like for like, with fresh legs.
And here is Raheem Sterling. Now Sergio Aguero. That's the area where they have made the change with those 2 men, Zabaleta and Jesus Navas.
maybe more of an attacking edge from right back. Montes Zabaleta does make really good runs beyond the opposing back four into the box. Been in the best of form, had his injury problems this season. Zabaleta not really found his best form since returning.
Yes, he's only started 11 games this season, partly as a result of injury. The majority of those have come since the turn of the year. We'll get a good half hour here in this extra time period. City, who struck in the opening 5 minutes of the second half, but conceded in the last 10 minutes to Philippe Coutinho. And he will feel that with the contentious penalty that wasn't given and with the opportunities that the likes of Sterling, Fernando and Yaya Toure had, they've really had it snatched from their grasp. Here's Sterling. Yaya Toure. Navas. Here's Aguero. Silva. It's come back to Sergio Aguero! And that's a vital touch again for the Liverpool goalkeeper as Mignolet denies him.
Well, he's more than made up for that earlier, hasn't he, with some of these stops? That could well have been the match winner.
Zabaleta.
Just kept on going. I think it was Jordan Henderson nudged it into his path accidentally. Really good, strong left hand.
Henderson. And here's Daniel Sturridge. And slipped through towards Origi, who's been forced wide. And Sturridge had Lallana in his way.
They must have shouted, surely. But Lallana didn't seem aware.
There's Yaya Toure. Aguero's come deep to stay onside, and it's Kolo who denies his brother and takes it away from him.
He's hurt himself, Yaya Toure.
Just at the stage when Manchester City were preparing to make their final substitution, they may have to have a rethink. Here's Milner. And Milner weaving a way through. It's blocked by Kompany. It's Milner again. And round the far side to Klein. And Coutinho coming in on it. And a miss hit brings it all the way out to Milner to try and rescue it. Origi! Denied by Caballero! And sliced to safety by Clichy.
Well, quite amazing. And they've had 3 opportunities effectively there, Liverpool, to get a goal.
Klein.
Oh.
Will be given on a card coming as well.
And how well did James Milner do on this left-hand side just before this? He got plenty behind the header. And this kick from Sturridge into the path of Milner, who keeps it alive really well. Reaction save from Caballero. He's right behind him.
Well, Manchester City have made their final change. There will be no Joe Hart for a penalty shootout because David Silva is the man who's gone off, and Wilfried Bony, who's had such a frustrating time of it with injuries, is on and in a threatening situation as far as City are concerned, facing up to this free kick.
Couple of nice options in Sturridge and Coutinho.
It's Daniel Sturridge!
Well, he shifted across, trying to look at his angles. A little bit late there, Caballero.
Toure. Henderson. And again, Henderson puts the pressure on. Milner. Origi sticks out a leg and just can't apply the touch.
How close was he there? But again, the threat coming from James Milner.
There's going to be a sucker punch from Manchester City. Sterling kept it in, but in the end, it wasn't to his benefit. Here's Coutinho. Liverpool have been the stronger in this second period of extra time.
That City back four, no longer looking quite so solid.
Coutinho.
And just got the slightest of touches to this. He does. A stud, but not enough.
Those British forward Sturridge's not even marginally offside. Origi has twice come close in the second period of extra time. Bonnie wins the header. The header back from Milner! Oh, it almost set up Sergio Aguero, and Milner can only now start breathing easier.
Well, what was he thinking? It's when tired minds come into it. You can see Aguero. Just so hard to get the deftness of touch when you're stretching like that.
Do City have time to give it one more go here? Clichy looking for Wilfried Bonny, who gets the touch on. Navas aiming to get there, but beaten to it by Nathaniel Klein, and still City might fancy their chances of getting a winner before penalties. There'll be one additional minute anyway. Company forward for the corner, which Jesus Navas takes. Oh, and taken away from Bonnie. Fernandinho jumped in front of him and headed away from goal.
Yes, a chance. There's three of them there, queuing up to get the heads on it.
It looks like City will be in unfamiliar territory with a penalty shootout, whereas Liverpool know all about going through that route. They've won their last three major trophies via spot kicks. It's looking increasingly likely, but that's the scenario we're heading for again, penalties. It is going all the way. It's a penalty shootout after extra time. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1. Sitting a lonely figure and sending up his fellow German Emre Can to take the first penalty kick. Can hit the post in the semi-final shootout. Well, he's tried to be clever, and it's come off. It's the kind of thing that looks good when it does come off.
Well, it takes some battle, some courage to just try it. Never mind about convert it.
Well, the kicks are being taken at the Manchester City end. So, in theory, Fernandinho, who steps forward to take this kick.
I expect him to be feeling confident. He's had a really good game.
Fernandinho. Oh! It's kept out! Bad start to the shootout for City.
He's dragged it. And to not hit the target, to not make the keeper make a save.
Well, Lucas has already been a hero for Liverpool, playing in what is still essentially for him an unfamiliar position. Not much has got past him at the back today. His first appearance at Wembley after the heartbreak of missing out on victory in a penalty shootout 4 years ago because of injury. Himself in the spotlight to be a hero now.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant, because not only does he get the right way, but he gets his arms up. And it's not easy when you're diving full stretch like that. What a stop.
Jesus Navas, part of the 2014 Manchester City win, who only came on as a substitute today, facing up to Simon Mignolet. Navas gets it in the corner.
Mignolet didn't appear to be too far away, having guessed right. Just enough on it. He gets a fingertip, I think, on it, Mignolet. nowhere near enough.
Jurgen Klopp motionless. Coutinho, faltering run-up, and Caballero makes a second save, and Coutinho in despair.
Well, the little stutter's intended to deceive the keeper, but I think sometimes, you know, it puts off the penalty taker. It makes it more difficult. I mean, he's way off his line, Caballero, when he stops it. Indeed, when the lad kicks it, but again, he guesses right.
Well, now they look to the biggest gun of all, Sergio Aguero, to try and give Manchester City the advantage in this shootout for the first time. Did you ever doubt him?
Panicked a bit, didn't he? Looking at the keeper. Looks at the ball last minute and does the necessary, as you'd expect.
And Lallana disappoints as Caballero comes up with a hat-trick of saves. Who's doubting Pellegrini's decision to put him in now?
Well, this is probably the best, the pick of the lot. That is spectacular from Caballero, it really is.
Those hearts are beating fast now. Yaya Toure, who over the years has had a reputation for coming up when it mattered most, has to do that again now. And he does! Manchester City win the League Cup for the second time in 3 years, and Yaya Toure is the man who's got the decisive kick, but the man who gets all the plaudits is the stand-in goalkeeper who made a hat-trick of saves.
Willie, just how special a moment is that? Can you put it into words?
It's amazing. Winning this cup, for me, it's amazing. It was a hard week for me, but we had the trophy now. We have to enjoy, and it is fantastic for all the blue people this side.
There's some tears welling there in the eyes. Just how... Come on. We'll get you... Willie, there was some tears welling there in your eyes. Just how emotional is it for you after all the questions that have been asked?
For sure, it's emotion. It's emotion for me, for my family. 2 years in this big team, and this is a first trophy for me and for all my people, my family in Argentina.
What was your plan for the penalty shootout? What had you in your mind?
Just intuition. I tried to see all the penalties last night. I tried to watch, but my intuition helped me. I'm good, for sure.
Vincent, many congratulations. Is that the best way to win a cup final?
No, it's not the best way, but because it's the most unfair way. But it's definitely, I mean, there was so much emotion in this final. We were having so many chances and just missing from 2 or 3 yards out. You know, when there's penalties, I think both teams needs to be remembered for everything we left out on the pitch today. It's crazy that we're going to have to play each other again in 3 days' time.
It's Manchester City who've won the League Cup for the 4th time, 2016 winners, and they're hoping it's a sign of things to come. The last 2 winners have gone on to lift the Premier League trophy as well, City themselves in one instance, and they will resume that battle against Liverpool again in midweek. But today it's all about claiming the first silverware of this season, ensuring that Manuel Pellegrini's send-off is a trophy-laden one, and there are quiet reflections of pride from the respected boss as he sees his squad taking all the credit due to them, especially that man.
Yeah, well, he's 34 years of age, Rob. He's been around the block. He's seen quite a lot in his career, but nothing like tonight. Nothing like the heroics, I'm sure. And the feeling he's got at this moment, you could see it in his interview. An amazing day for him. And for him, and who knows what effect this will have on Manchester City from here on in. Obviously still in the Champions League and still in the title race. A little bit of ground to make up, but you wouldn't put it past them making up that ground.
Manchester City are serial trophy winners, and they've bagged another one here on penalties, the League Cup in beating Liverpool.
How was the emotion and the heart rate during that 90 minutes and the extra time and penalties?
Well, really, I think that we deserved to win the game before. We missed too many goals during the game. We played better than Liverpool. But I think that if you tell me which way I prefer to win, I prefer to win this way. First of all, because I prefer to lose the title than to lose my word. So it was impossible for Willy Caballero not to play tonight. Maybe a lot of media were waiting for criticizing me if he really makes a mistake. But I trust a lot in him, so I was very happy to win the title for the fans, for the club, for the player, for the staff. But more for all, for Willy, because he deserves.
How special is this club and this moment to you?
Well, very, very special, especially with the player that I had to took a very difficult decision to throw out the FA Cup. But this title and what we did in Ukraine in the middle of the week, I think that support my decision.
Go and enjoy it.
Okay, thanks.
Terrible way to lose a cup final. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, disappointed, of course, with the end. Pleased with a lot of things I saw in the game. At the end, it's I think it's open first half with moments on one side, moments on the other side. Second half, we first we conceded the goal, but then we took. Yeah, we tried everything. We scored the goal, and
did you feel you were more likely to win once you scored that goal?
Yeah, of course, it's clear that they have a few counter attacks. That's clear, but sometimes you need a little bit of luck, and we were too open in one or two situations. That's why we changed then. But after this, after 5-10 minutes after the goal, we were back in the game, and then we did everything. We had a big chance with Debok, another few situations. So of course it's unlucky, but it's one way to lose in a cup final. So it doesn't matter how. So we are disappointed, of course.
If you watch some of the build-up online and also Soccer AM, you might have seen this man in conversation with one of City's more famous fans, Noel Gallagher. He did invite him to come and join us in the studio. The news is declined, but he's downstairs and we can speak to him now. Noel, very good afternoon.
Good evening, all right, Jamie?
You're right, it is evening.
All right, Cara, how you feeling, lad?
Got a Skulls coat on there.
Hey. Oh, no, it's an expensive one, mate. How you doing?
Not good.
Oh, well, never mind. There's always next year, eh? Or the year after.
Yeah, like you with the Champions League.
I know, but come on now. Don't be a sore loser.
15-all. Noel, how was that for you? How were the nerves by the end?
They were terrible. I thought at 1-0 and Sterling missing a couple of sitters, we had the game and I thought we'd thrown it away, and Liverpool were coming on like the manager would say, it was heavy metal football, and when they scored, we went a bit flat and the City end went a bit flat, and the whole team went a bit flat. But when it's going into penalties, you're thinking, well, the story's either going to be they're either going to hang Raheem out tomorrow, that's right, or Big Willie's going to come through for us, and luckily for us he did.
Expect the unexpected when the Capital One Cup comes around. Dare to dream.
Aston Villa get the bragging rights. Brilliant finish.
Lamine, it is night.
And Bogdan Sajic to break Carlisle hearts.
Arsenal falling apart, crumbling under Sheffield Wednesday pressure.
Middlesbrough are through to the quarter-finals. Klein puts Liverpool ahead. Everton tighten their grip on this quarter-final.
Daniel Sturridge back in the starting lineup, back scoring, is 6 for Liverpool. Jordan Ive opens the scoring in the Capital One Cup semi-final.
Everton have made home advantage percentage count. They've got the narrow win they needed.
Oh, now to Mitchell levels for Stoke City in front of the goal. Mignoletti. Capital One Cup final ecstasy for Liverpool. Aguero!
2 years after vying for the Premier League title with Liverpool, Manchester City will be vying for them with the League Cup.
I do not own you, don't wanna control you. Oh, you're my vision, how foolish I've been. I'll paint a picture, you'll be the victor. There's no illusion, I'm here to choose it. This is how it feels when love it gets too real, yeah. Oh, I got no ransom, I had my chance, man. This is how it feels when love it gets so real, yeah. Are you still holding on to what we had, yeah.
Manchester City win the League Cup for the second time in 3 years.
Sky Sports Football. Feel it all.